watch that snake, babe. He's right over here. I'm thinking to whack him with the rod. See him? He's right here by the middle. Underwater. He comes back, I'll whack him again. Yeah. Hey, welcome, Georgia fisherman. Hey, Art. We're out here. We've had lots of rain. The lake's up. Uh, Water's high. They're letting water out, trying to drain it back down. Uh, when they're letting water out, it usually kills the bite. But we had a chance to come out and go fishing, so we're here. Uh, See a lot of carp and I don't know what else on the top of the water. Maybe we'll get lucky enough to catch one of them, use them for bait. Uh, Already got a little snake up here, little water snake. I'm having to beat them off of my bluegill bucket. Hey, Larry, welcome. Got cut bluegill, live bluegill. We got some worm out there. I was wanting to get some shad, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of shad activity. Went over to the boat ramp this morning and I tried to get some shad, and there was nothing over there. Since we had that shad kill this year and everything froze up, it's been really tough getting shad, but we're going to give it a shot, see if we can get anything. Waiting for this spawn to wind down. Hey, Dan. Like I say, the lake's up. The spawn should be ending here pretty soon. Uh, you can see them far tree line. There's a creek that runs in back there, and creek channel comes all the way down the middle of this, all the way back into the back. So I'm kind of hoping we catch some coming out of that creek as they're done spawning. Uh oh, Dan, what happened? I see him. He's going away right now. Got me an extra rod rigged up with the 4-ounce sinker. I'm gonna beat this snake away from my bluegill. If I see shad start coming up into this flooded grass and stuff, I'll throw my net and get some of them because shad is by far my favorite bait. It's been pretty dead where I'm sitting right now. Oh, you lost a big fish, Dan. What happened? Did he snag you up or did you have your drag too tight? You got him? All right. My wife's already got one on. I haven't had any bites over here. She's been busy over here behind me. It's a gar. I'll be back, guys. I'm going to go take care of this. Had your drag too tight? I got to go take care of this gar real quick. Well, at least something's active in here. Uh, Wife caught her first gar. That's the first gar she's ever caught. If he broke 25-pound big game, Dan, something was wrong. I've caught 40 and 50-pound fish all day long on that 25-pound Berkeley big game. It's the only line I use. Uh, I know a lot of guys like the Andy because it's got no memory, but if Andy is rated at 20 pounds, it's going to break at 20 pounds. You can bet on it. And Berkeley big game, that stuff does not break. It is tough. Like I say, I've caught 40 and 50-pound fish all day long on 25-pound test line. Hey, Steve Austin. So it's not the species we're after, but it's not a skunk either. Wife at least caught a gar. We had some bluegill and some bullheads caught for bait, and they got ready to come out here. Every one of them had died, so we had to go this morning and catch some more bait, and got us some more bluegill. The snake's coming back over here to my bucket. I'm fixing to have to whack him again. Yeah, see him right under my rod. Grass. I've had kids. He ain't sneaky enough. Got a blue and several 13 to 14 inch. Where's he at, babe? I see him. Look at him. You better go. I will give you a headache with this 4-ounce sinker you ain't never had.
Oh, he turned it around.
Yeah.
He's a big one too.
Yeah, I'm fixing this.
Oh, he's right up there in the right up in the grass.
Yeah, I see him.
Okay. I didn't know if you could see the bottom of him. There he is. No, not over here. No. You go the other way.
He wants that bluegill bad.
Yeah, he does.
Hey, Lyle. Evan. Yeah, I was kind of upset this morning when I got up and all my bait was dead. Hey, Central Valley. Uh, we almost didn't come, but we got out here and caught a few bluegill. I didn't catch any. My wife caught them all. Uh, I've been trying to catch shad. No luck with the shad yet, but there went a gar right there. I've also got some chicken. Uh, Gonna try the chicken. Uh, okay, I see him. I know the water's warming up, and with shad being hard to come by and the bluegill, I may end up trying that chicken. I'm hoping on this night crawler or something. Hey, Michael Murillo, I'm hoping we can catch a carp because carp is good bait for the catfish here, and I see him sneaking along that bank. Do not whack my rod, please. Hey, Dale, good morning. Live in Minnesota. How you doing? Do you even see the snake, or are you just blind diving rocks at it? That's what I thought. Well, I don't like snakes either, but I'm not gonna.
Doing a very good job of keeping him way over there.
He's not gonna stay way over there. We got that bluegill in the water. Well, when he gets up here close, I'll thump him in the head with that 4-ounce sinker. Just got done. Hey, Donald, welcome. It's about time for the sunglasses. It is hotter than blazes out here already. Yep. Well, Dan, I'm glad you actually hooked into a good one. Even if you lost it, man, at least you got hooked into one. Uh, you know where they're at. Uh, that was a success in itself. So, your dad accidentally caught a snake last night. Yeah, we're not trying to do that. Hey, Matt, I do not like snakes. The only good snake to me is a dead snake. Babe, I don't even see him. Oh, now I see his little head. Ready for that big one to come back? Yeah. Uh, right after the spawns, post spawn, you can catch them coming off the nest and stuff. But other than that, it gets kind of tough. You just have to put lots of time in on the water, and it'll eventually happen. What were you fishing with, Dan? Said he had to pin the fish's head down with the dip net and cut its head off so his dad could get the hook back. I think I'd have let that snake have that hook. I do not do snakes. This one here, it's not poisonous. It's just a water snake. But I still don't like them, and I sure don't want them up here trying to get my bluegills. Caught them on a whole crappie. We are seeing some gar activity in here with this water coming up. Uh, maybe we'll look into a catfish swimming through here. But last time when the gar were in here real thick, that's all I caught until the gar moved out, and then the catfish followed behind them. Most of these gar we're seeing in here now are, 2, 3 foot long. They're not the great big ones. But she's had a pretty good morning already. She's already caught the bluegill for bait and caught a gar, and it's still young. What was that? Oh, I thought it was a fish jumping over there. It's her throwing rocks at a snake. Yeah, that's what I use, Dan, as a 4-ounce. Hey, Ricky's Fishing Adventures, welcome. Dan, I promise you, if that snake got around Epic, it would not surprise me for Tim Scott to put that thing on a hook. Let me go chase this snake. What you got? A little drum. Well, she just caught her a little tiny drum. He's fixing to be cut bait. Yep. Yeah, when they get big, they've got big old pearls in the side of their head. Yep. Yep, those are the ones with the pearls in their head when they get big. You still at the lake, Dan? We were gonna go out and fish last night, but with them storms, we figured we better wait till they pass. Yes. No, that's a bigger one. When we were at the boat ramp, I gave you two. Okay. Dave, since you're over here with that worm and you got a chance to catch bigger fish, you ought to put this bigger hook on. Especially if you hook into one of them cards. Because you may catch more of them drum up in here too. Still getting bites, Dan? They're just teasing you? Well, so far I haven't had even a nibble over here on my side, but she's caught a gar. She's caught that little drum. Uh, she caught all the bluegill for bait this morning. I'm kind of slacking. Douglas Fletcher, do you ever fish Lake Eufaula? Yes, I have in the past. That thing, uh, beautiful lake, lots of big crappie and stuff. Uh, there, it, it's beautiful over there. He's all paranoid about that snake.
Watch this. Climb up on the back.
Well, it went on about its business. Hey, 351. But yeah, Eufaula is a beautiful lake. Oh, we got a bite, guys. And I just set that circle hook on him. I don't know what it was. Maybe a gar. Not hooked. Throw it back out there. Well, it was kind of playing with that bait. I figured it was either a gar or a turtle. Hey, Eddie, good morning. Yeah, I haven't got to fish Eufaula for a catfish yet. I know it's loaded with big slab crappie. Sardis Lake here in eastern Oklahoma is another good fishing lake. Lots of catfish. Uh, if you're ever down around Sardis Lake and go fishing, there's a place. It's a big flat with lots of stumps. They call it the Narrows. It's great catfishing spot. It's got creek channels that run through it. Jeremy Albrighton, welcome. Even if that was a gar or a turtle, it still got me excited. That's the first action I've had all day. Used to deer hunt down by Sardis Lake. Yeah, it's a beautiful lake, Dan. It has excellent fishing in it. Crappie, bass, and catfish, all three. If you like to deer hunt, Dan, that area around McAllister Lake and McAllister Prison, uh, lots of deer up in there. Also up in the Panhandle, around Raid or Cheyenne and Raiden, Oklahoma, uh, that Black Kettle Reserve. Lots of deer and turkey up there as well. Morning, Bex. How are you? Steven, is that you? Bex, Steven, whichever one. Uh, those of y'all that didn't know or may have missed it, uh, I had no real loss on Fishing 101 last night. It was a blast. I loved having them on. Uh, it's great to see Steven back out, and he had that surgery, and he's healing up, and it's good to see him back out and getting to go fish. And hey, Brandon, if y'all guys have not watched No Real Loss, uh, you're really missing out. You need to watch them. They fish that Potomac River, and just so much energy, and you can be in a bad mood, and they are so much fun and entertaining to watch. It can't help but smile. It will brighten your mood. Hey, Roger, Muskrat Adventures. You get the boat put in the shop, Roger? I know you said you was going to. Old Muskrat's been kind of temperamental here lately and been giving Roger some problems. We're on Eureka Lake Reservoir, Roger, and we're on an area of the lake that's known as Walker Creek. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to get out or not. Yeah, I remember that from the live stream, Beck. That's kind of what happened. I wanted to do the live stream from the lake last night. I wanted to fish last night, but we had storms and rain, and I kind of had to be at the mercy of Mother Nature. So we waited, and it wasn't raining this morning. So we had an opportunity to fish, and we come out here, and uh, the lake's up. They're draining water out. They got the spillway open, and man, when they open that spillway, it shuts the bite down on the lake. But at least we're out here. We're getting to fish. I didn't have real high hopes, but it's better than sitting at home. I got a better chance of catching one here than I do sitting on the couch. Hey, Kelly B. Take the kids out one more time before you send the boat into the shop. I know we sure miss it. It's funny, you get used to watching somebody go live all the time, and when they're not able to or not going live, you kind of go through withdrawals. We've been out here since before daylight. Like I said, most of the time was catching bluegill because all of our bait died. We'll sit out here for a while this morning. When it gets too hot, we'll go home. Uh, Summertime temperatures like this, especially with the rain and stuff we had and the high humidity, uh, usually you can fish early morning and late in the evening overnight. You better get on out of here. Right up here by my rod. Aha. Wife just caught me another live bluegill for bait. I want y'all to look at that tail. See where something's bit a chunk out of his tail? Yeah. Good job, babe. Even if the fish don't bite, maybe she'll catch some more bait for when they do bite. Yeah, I'm not sure what bit into it, but someone definitely had a bite of that one. And I didn't make things much better because that bluegill just ate its last worm because it is bait. Beck or Stebbin, we can have 8 rods here, but I only use 4. 4 is enough. Uh, if the fish are biting, you'll struggle to keep one rod in the water. Uh, I'm not trying to kill myself. There's that snake again. Buddy, you need to go on with yourself.
Not moving. Really?
Yep.
Did you?
Yep.
Okay, David.
I bashed his brains in with that 4-ounce sinker. That fake snake is officially brain dead. Hey, Chunky. That snake's been bothering us all morning trying to get her to bluegill. I just smashed his head in with that 4-ounce sinker. Uh, I'm going to leave him lay right where he's at because if the fish start biting and I run out of bait, that snake is fixing to become cut bait. At the McDonald's drive-through. I know Chunky and them, they catch them on eel all the time. I may throw some of that snake out there and see what happens. I gave that snake a sporting chance. I tried to run him off several times. He kept coming back. That's one thing when this water's up high like this too. A lot of areas that normally don't have water are flooded, and you really got to watch the grass and stuff where you're at because these snakes will get up in there. Uh, that one's just a water snake, but this lake is loaded with cottonmouths. No, Douglas, I did not remember that. You had no luck using snake overnight, Dan? Hey, why? KY Crazy, crappie cat angler. Hi. Yeah. Yes, he was definitely hard headed, Jeremy. He's not now. Hey, Randall. Guys, when I say don't be afraid to try new things, if I'm not getting bites on something, uh, that's why I'll try the chicken again. If the fish really aren't biting, they're not aggressive, I will try different baits and different things and see what happens. I got another snake coming back.
Another one?
Yep.
Oh, you killed that one,
Yep. They could not resist that bluegill. I could put some water in the bucket for them bluegill in there and put the aerator on them, babe. But hey, fins and fines. Fins and fines, babe. He's the one you and Claude uh, would like watching because he does the metal detecting too. He finds old coins, all kinds of stuff. I did. He was right over here by this bank. I don't know where he went.
I don't see that one you killed.
Something.
Which one you killed?
I don't know.
It's just off. You didn't kill him.
I had something. I had something hit that first rod with that cut bluegill. Had a headpiece on it. I'm gonna leave it out there a little bit. See if anything happens. Dear Lord, is that guy's trailer vibrating like that? It almost sounds like the tracks on a bulldozer, but he better not have it on that pavement. As long as he's over there and away from here. Yeah. He ain't moving too good, is he? Headed for your court. I imagine we're going to fight with the gar, guys. That's why I didn't reel that bait in and check it automatically. Because if that gar hit that bluegill head, they're hard to get hooked up. So I'm going to let it sit there for a while and see if anything comes back for it. If not, I'll bring it in and check it. One good thing about bluegill, it is pretty tough. It's hard to get off the hook. All right. Thanks, Steven. Hey, Ohio Catfish Chasers. I don't know what it was. It was awful. It sounded like the cleats on a bulldozer on that asphalt tearing it up. No, it's still over there. You can still hear it making noise. It's off the road though. It's back in those trees. There's something over there. Yeah, yeah. I can't tell what it is, but hey, Sampy. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm kind of ready for this catfish spawn to be over with. I'm ready for these fish to get active and start feeding back up. And oh, that's nice. We finally got a little bit of wind. We've had no wind all morning. It's probably close to 80 degrees already. I'm a fat boy. I'm sweating. So that wind feels really good to me. Supposed to have a west to southwest wind, which is usually pretty good, but with them draining that water out of that lake, it creates that flow and that current, just like a creek running in, and all them fish will head to that channel. They just cleaned the spillway out this winter and took 7,500 pounds of fish out of it and had to put them back in the lake. Uh, Cleared some of the rocks and stuff out. Uh, you can go back there and fish when they're letting water out, and you can catch some nice fish. But my wife is not a fan of heights, and she does not like going over that dam and stuff. So we do not go back there. I'm gonna try. Right now, I don't care if it's a big one or a small one. I just like to catch something. I got up and got ready at 4 o'clock this morning, and so far I have not caught a fish one, not even the bait fish. Every one of the bluegill my wife caught, I throwed the cast net until I about throwed my arm off. Not one shad. But as long as she's catching fish, I don't have to be. That's a good thing about having a fishing partner. No, I've never used catappa worms. I know in Alabama and stuff they're real big, but I've never really used them here. Yeah, Kelly, this is fairly shallow. I'm not casting any more than 4 foot deep. Uh, but I'm definitely up shallow. Angler 2058. Hello, welcome. Morning, Dave. There's definitely gar in here, some carp and some drum. Uh, there's activity moving. I don't see a whole lot of bait fish. Uh, I haven't seen any shad anywhere on the lake this morning. I know that we had that big freeze this year, and it killed a lot of our shad. So a lot of the shad I am finding are really small, too small to even use for bait. But luckily, with our climate down here in the south, the shad will spawn twice a year, and hopefully get our shad population back up. But we lost a lot of shad. It was the first time we had a freeze over and had a shad kill in Oklahoma, and I can't tell you how long. Dog days of summer. Can't go wrong with the big old glob of worms under a big float, letting it drift off the bottom. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of even gar activity in here this morning. A couple lives ago, I was here right after a rain and water was high like this, and there was gar everywhere. You could not keep them off your bait. Uh, I was catching 4 and 5 foot gar, and it didn't matter what you did, you were going to catch them. I caught them on Carolina rigs. I caught them on Santee rigs, live bluegill, cut bluegill. It did not matter. They were eating everything in sight. Everyone was on the chicken. Hey, Chris, hooks and hammock. I've got some chicken. It's just regular chicken, though. I haven't put no garlic or anise or anything on it. Uh, I'm gonna try it here. Uh, I got informed this morning talking to people. Uh, Zebra mussels have made their way into this lake. We never had them until we had that drought about 4 years ago, and everything dried up. But since that drought and the lake filled back up, uh, they are saying the zebra mussels are really getting thick. One of the guys, he is a guide out here, and he noodles and stuff, and he said his buddy got laid open on the shoulder and had to go get stitches from one of the zebra mussels, and the boat ramp over there where we're fishing for bluegill and stuff. He said you can run your hand down it now and it's solid zebra mussels. So it's kind of new to me. We've never had zebra mussels in this lake, but I don't know if someone brought them in from somewhere else, but they are definitely here now, they say. Mussels feed the blues. Yep. Yeah, if you can find them mussel beds and stuff, you can usually find the blue cat. Yeah, zebra mussels are good for the blue cats. They'll eat them. Morning, Ace. Morning, Snake River. Matt. Uh, but zebra mussels are good bait for the blues. Yeah, baby. My wife just called me over there. She's got hundreds of those little tiny shad hatched swimming over there. But yeah, zebra mussels, those catfish, especially the blues, will eat them. Uh, we have a lot of blues, flatheads, and channel cats in here. Uh, but if those zebra mussels move in and take over, I think the chicken will start to become a good bait here, because I think a lot of that with the chicken. I was talking to Dieter before, and I think it's because the mussel bed's the same texture as a mussel, and we all know them blues love them mussels. I don't know where that fish was, but I heard it. Oh, they kind of need to get that out too, because there's a lot of people that fish this body of water that fish other bodies of water, and if they do not make it known that there are zebra mussels and stuff in here, they're going to be transported from one body of water to the other, and they're going to be everywhere down here. There are lots of places that don't want them zebra mussels in their water, so they should at least put something up at the boat ramps where people launch their boats, and uh, let them know that when they pull their water boat out of here, they need to clean it real good, and uh, not transport the zebra mussels to other bodies of water. Because, like I said, all the years this lake has been here since the 70s, never had them. But after we had that drought, and that's probably how they got in here. Someone probably transported them in from another body of water, stuck to their boat or in their live well or something. They didn't know it, but they're in here now. So regardless, you kind of have to deal with it. I wish it would stop raining long enough. I've got a beautiful spot out here where I'd like to go. I really want to go fish for the flathead, and lots of big boulders and stuff in the water. But I'm basically driving through the middle of a pasture and through the trees to get to it, and it's all red clay. And when it's raining or wet, uh, man, you're just not going to get in there. It'll take at least a good week of good warm weather with no rain to dry this ground out, and you'll still have some mud holes here and there, but at least I can maneuver around them. Right now, it's like an ice skating ring, all this red clay. Hey, LG Bass. We've had so much rain this year. Uh, I'm definitely thinking about getting another boat, uh, just for the simple fact when it's raining and it's muddy like this, I can still access the places I want to be. I know where the fish are at. It's just I cannot always get to where the fish are. With that boat, I've got more options. Uh, I can maneuver around the lake better. Up and beach the boat on the shoreline somewhere. You can still get out and bank fish, but you need the boat to access these areas. All right, Chris. Have a good day. I'm glad my wife come with me, guys. If I wouldn't have had her with me, I'd be using nothing but chicken because, like I say, all my bluegill and my bullhead died last night, and I have not caught anything, not even a bluegill. She has caught everything today. Getting another bite. She got another bite on her bluegill over there. All right, Roger. For some reason today in this spot, all the activity seems to be right up along this bridge, this rock bridge that she's fishing. Uh, we've seen some fish on the top of the water when we got here, and kind of one of the reasons she's over there. My goal is to get her on a decent catfish this year. I would like to at least let her catch a 20-pounder. She's never caught a great big catfish. I would like to get her on one, and that's my goal this year. Reel that cut bluegill in and check the bait on it. I had that bite on it. I'm gonna make sure it still got bait on it. Doesn't feel like it. I think it got my bait on. It's still on there. Bait was still there, so we launched it back out there. I missed somebody. I see. Hey, Sean, Catfish Heroes. Yeah, Sean, I'm a big old boy, and I get hot. I definitely wear overalls most of the time because it's more comfortable. I like to be able to move. But that tells me that was probably a gar on that bluegill head because all the guts and stuff were still up in it. Didn't have chunks bit out of it like a turtle. So it has been pretty well dead here this morning. It's not the location. It's a good spot. Uh, right now, it's just them letting lake water out of this lake, trying to drain it down. When they open them spillway gates and are draining water out, it kills the bite on this lake. And you've already got spawn conditions and everything else, and you add that on top of it. Hey, Mike Turner. Hey, Ernie Brown. Uh, it really makes for some tough fishing.
That is huge. What is that? What happened?
Big old gar.
He's that big.
I've seen it. Yeah.
He looks like a car at first.
I think it's a big old gar.
It's dark.
Yeah. They are.
That gar was not.
They look like that.
They're really cute.
Yep.
Fun fight.
Wife got all excited. She had a big old, about a 4 or 5 foot gar just swam by, about 8 foot off the bank from her. He's just right there on top of the water, cruising just under the surface. Hey, hunting and fishing with Nolan. Hey, Troy, welcome. My wife is just fishing over here behind me to my shoulder. She's camera shy. She does not want to be on the camera. Something biting that middle, that white rod. No, mine, babe. Looked like a gar bite. I just seen him pull on it. Well, we'll let him mess with it. If he gets close enough to it and gets that Uncle Lou's circle hook in him, I will drag him in. I love those circle hooks from Uncle Lou's. If y'all have not checked them out, definitely check them out. It's definitely checking on it. Yeah, cool. It was pulling, but I think it was a gar again. I still don't think it got it. Yep. Definitely been down there eating on it. Now the way that one's been chomped on, that looks like a turtle. You can actually see that bite taken out of it. It's going back out there though. They keep messing with it long enough. They'll eventually get that hook. You can tell something definitely been chewing on it. Probably a turtle or gar. Hey, John Euler, welcome. I could just see the rod moving. You could see him pulling. Never even loaded the rod up. Think there's a big old fat turtle down there just sitting there chomping on my bait. See the crane out here on some stumps in the creek channel out there fishing. I don't know if y'all can see him out there or not. That fish just jumped to let you know he was there. I heard it too. I know it's a lot cooler right now. That wind has picked up, starting to blow. I don't like it when the lake's perfectly calm. I like to have a ripple on the water. I like to have some wind. The fish seem to bite better, and it also helps keep a fat boy cooler. Hey, Chris. Christopher Comer, welcome. We're out here killing time searching for a catfish. So far, it's been bluegill, drum, and gar. Man, that breeze feels good. Uh, Chris, I've got live bluegill, cut bluegill, and night crawlers. I was trying to catch some shad earlier. There's not any up around here. I went to the boat dock, couldn't catch any over there either at the boat ramp. Uh, Caught some fresh bluegill, got them out here, and I've got some chicken. Uh, it's not the strawberry or jello chicken or garlic or anise. It's just regular chicken. Uh, but so far, the bite has been pretty well dead, which I figured when I seen how much water they're letting out of here. Uh, when they're draining this lake and letting that water out to get it back to normal level, uh, it kills the fish bite. Hey, cat chasers. But I really wanted to come. I know the catfish spawn. It'll be coming to an end here soon. Uh, I wish they'd shut the gates and quit draining this lake down, let it stay up a little bit. It's not anywhere close to being out of its banks or flooding over. So the Corps engineers, though, they control it, and they've got some funny ways. Dan, when are you going to go back out and try and catch that big one again? I'm fishing Warika Lake Reservoir, John, uh, and I'm in an area known as Walker Creek. I know this area well. Uh, for years, I lived right over there through those trees. The bite has definitely been slow. The catfish bite has been non-existent. Uh, we've been out here since before daylight, and they are just not having it. Now, if you were out here and you had a boat and you could go over by the dam where they're letting that water out, you could fish in that channel. You could catch some fish. Also, the deeper holes over there, you could drift baits through there and get on some fish. You don't have a whole lot of options fishing from the bank, especially with this much rain, because the mud has got us blocked out of a lot of places. Even in four-wheel drive, I won't do any good down there. Some people don't know that there's been a truck stuck over there for 3 days now, and it just keeps raining. And they try to get other four-wheel drive trucks and stuff in there to get it out. You're not going to do it. They're going to have to get a tractor and go in there to pull it out. This red clay is no fun. My wife just had something take off with her cork while she was messing with her catfish rod. Betty just hijacked her worm. It's definitely warming up out here. But you could go over with the boat, or if you had access over to the main lake, that deeper water, uh, you could still be catching fish right now. I know a lot of guys don't even fish during the spawn, but it's definitely tough fishing. But you can still catch fish during the spawn. You just have to put your time in and work at it. And one thing about it, if you don't ever spend the time to figure out uh, where the fish are during the spawn and what you need to be doing, you will always struggle year after year with the spawn. Hey, Roger Anderson. Yeah, exactly, cat chasers. Uh, One thing you don't do, you don't hit the brakes and you do not let off the gas. You may be sideways all the way down through there, but you just keep your foot in it and keep going. If you ever stop, the party is over. Man, it is hot out here. You let go, I'll check your bait. I bet it was another gar. Yeah, that. Oh, I throwed her rod back out for her and throwed it a little too close to my rod. She does not like it there. She just she just informed me I am not in the lucky spot. She does not want her bait over here with my bait. Hey, Derek. All right, Mike T. It is definitely hot out here, guys. There's your free tip. Always keep you a water bottle or something in your vehicle. You get out here fishing and stuff, you get hot, you take some of that water, pour it over the top of you, and cool yourself down. Chris, I use 8 and 10-aught. I do not have anything smaller than an 8-aught circle hook. 8-aught is as small as I go. And I know a lot of people talk about downsizing the bait. You can do that, but I've still caught 2 and 3 pound fish on 10-aught circle hooks. If that fish is aggressive and he's hitting that bait and he decides to take it, he's going to take it. Usually poke holes on the top of the water bottle and make it a sprayer. All right, Angler 2058 later. I just pour it over me. I don't care if it's a bottle or a cup or a bucket. You'd be surprised what a difference it makes. You get that water poured on you, and if there's any kind of breeze or wind blowing, it really helps to cool you down and keep your body temperature. Uh, you can keep it stable and not too high. It also helps keep you hydrated, your skin. And I'm hot natured anyway, so I heat up a lot faster. Hey, Dragonfire. Fishing has not been good. It has been pretty slow. Yeah, I guess my big old finger is I muted it. Sorry, guys. Uh, Definitely drink water and stuff when you're out here. Don't just drink pure Gatorade and stuff. It's high in sodium. You got to mix it with water. It'll dehydrate you. And even though I know it's not good for me, I love me some sweet tea. And I think it was Derek asked where I'm at. Uh, I'm in southern Oklahoma, southern central Oklahoma, Derek. I am about 45 minutes north of the Texas state line. Yeah, I've got huge hands and huge fingers. Uh, I'm streaming on my phone, so if I touch stuff, it has a habit of doing lots of things I don't want it to do. Uh, Big hands are handy for a lot of things, but they're unhandy for a lot of other things. I got fingers like sausages. I wear a 14 on my ring finger and an 11 on my pinky. I have some big hands. My wife likes it though. I can rub her back, and one hand will cover her entire back. Yep, hydration always does start before you get out in the heat. Uh, Another thing, guys, it works really well. You may not like it, but this was back in my youth when I played football all the time, all the way up through high school and stuff, is pickle juice. Pickle juice is great uh, to stay hydrated. You're at work popping in and out, Sean. I keep waiting to see Sean and Epic back out. Uh, I love watching them live streams. Uh, they're up there tying up to these old bridges or anchoring up on these boulders. It's a lot of fun to watch. Has a lot of passion. He is very passionate about catfishing and the sport and the conservation. And I love listening to him and talking to him. He is such a wealth of knowledge and he is so passionate about it. Uh, I never get tired of listening to him. All right, Ernie, you have a good nap. Yeah, cat chasers. I fish Sardis and Eufaula both. Sardis is a great catfish lake, uh, especially back up in the Narrows. Uh, it's also good with crappie. Eufaula is a phenomenal slab crappie lake. I've not got to do much catfishing at Eufaula, but I know it is cram packed with crappie. And Eufaula is a beautiful, beautiful lake. Big, beautiful bluffs, drop offs, cliffs. It's gorgeous. Hey, Ram Diaz. One day a week fishing. Thanks for popping in. The bite's been really slow, guys. It's been non-existent. We've been live for an hour and a half, and I've had a couple of gar bites, but that's it. I knew it was going to be rough fishing when we come out here, but I still wanted to come. Uh, any chance you get to go fishing, guys, go fishing. You can't wait for perfect conditions. If you wait for perfect conditions, you're not going to get to fish very much. Your uncle used to live right by Cookson and 10 Killer Reservoirs. Yeah. All right, Roger Anderson. Thanks for stopping in. Guys, I'm probably fixing to end this stream. We've been on here an hour and a half, and I don't want to keep y'all out here and the fish not be biting. We're going to stay out here for a while. If things start to happen, I'll go live again. But when I do my lives and I go fishing, I like to have fish in it. So uh, if y'all would, uh, don't forget Wednesday nights. Uh, check out Fishing 101 on my channel. Uh, guys, my email, countryboycatfishing@gmail, is in the description. If you have any questions or would like to be a guest on the show or anything, feel free to look me up, send me an email, or you could look me up under David Zimmerman on Facebook. Uh, give me a shout out. I'd be more than happy to talk with y'all. I appreciate everyone. And we'll see y'all again next time. Hope everyone has a good day. Be safe with y'all guys that are at work, and I'll catch everyone on the next one. Thanks, guys.